Hey there, how are you doing? So right here we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average and looking at some interesting points that we've come across through the previous week. So here is a trend line that's a long-term trend line that started in 2016 all the way in January. So this started the 18th of January as the lowest point. And so it started right here at the beginning of the year because the trends have yearly cycles. So all of these were happening since the beginning of the year. So at the beginning of the year, again, we see that this is the 22nd of January where we have another turn. So another definitive move happened at the beginning of the year. And this is when we saw the first sign of weakness, which was a double top. So here we have this double top formation that came on the Dow chart. And the first touch was in January, and the second touch was in September, and the definitive touch was in October. So this is, as you can see, it's a long-term chart, and all of the information that is in this chart is explained as price action. So these two touches, or this double top, actually shows that this is where the momentum to break the candle was. And right now we're looking at this and looking at the ensuing trend that is starting at the beginning of the year yet again. So when we're analyzing such phenomenon, there is a need to look at the retracement value. So here I just took the Fibonacci tool and took it from high to low, and here we'll be able to see the extensions if we scroll out. So what basically happened is that whatever happened over this amount of time since 2016 has been within this Fibonacci trend, so this harmonic pattern. So we see that we have a bounce here at the pattern at which we call the golden ratio. So this is the harmonic balance here, and this is where price actually stopped, and we have a spike going higher. So currently the trend is looking like it is up or it is rallying, because these two candles will tell us that the market is finding a lot of supply, a lot of demand in this area. So this is the Dow Jones index, and it hasn't been below 21. So it's seeing the highest highs it's ever had throughout history. So so there's a lot of excitement concerning this. So as we can see, we're just seeing constant solid growth year on year, and these heights have been historical. So everything that is happening in the Dow since the market crash where it found its low. So for the last 10 years or 8 years, it's been going up steadily. So this is after a crash. So this dip, as we can see, is very significant because of all of these dips that have happened. This one that's happening at this current moment is lower than most of them, and it here bounced at the Fibonacci retracement. So some information about this, you can also go and and check out a video called Trading the Stock Market Crash of 2019, of 2018, which explains this this movement in great detail, because the price is here trapped in this zone at this moment, and what we are seeing is that this has been a long-term trend, and there is more upside than downside. However, on the minus factors, we're seeing that this double top is a very strong indication that there was a lot of resistance here. So we could see a scenario of price ranging for a little bit. We could also see a scenario of this uptrend going higher. So how we are going to trade this is going to be interesting, and based on the understanding of the trend lines. So the Dow is still rising, and all of the averages that support it are also doing that. So in an economy, we have market cycles, and in this particular market cycle, we've seen that we're almost 10 years within a range. So the market has to deleverage at some point. So to deleverage means that they have to reduce inflation. And what's happening in the American economy is the Fed is constantly increasing interest rates. So this could end next year, but the intention of that is exactly what we're seeing on this chart, that this has been going very, very high, and it has to just cool off a little bit. And this started with the high of last year. So the entire year, the price actually didn't move much the entire year, because price was caught in this range. So when we are going to experience the movement of the Dow, what we're going to be exposed to is something that would have a need to break the 30 area. So if this 30,000 area is broken, then we'll see that we are still in an uptrend. So these numbers are interesting because they will show different trades and different areas of take profits and stuff like that. So as you can see, if we extend, if we use the Fibonacci, which told us the harmonic bounce area, if we use the same tool as an extension tool, we'll see that this is our high and this is our low, and price is pretending to go up. So if it continues to do that, then the first minor take profit would be around the 28 area, and the next area would be at the 168 area. So all of these, both of these zones will be very, very critical. But what's interesting in particular is this area and the number. The number is 30,000. So we could see a Dow 30,000, and this is what my analysis is telling me. So in the sense, in the case that we're trading this, we have to be able to take profit along the way, and also to have a substantial holding, knowing the fundamental data. And this is how we trade internationally, not by doing the correct thing. So as it is, we're seeing that the Dow is very strong in terms of the long-term horizon. But moving forward, we're going to be monitoring what's happening on a minute scale and finding some trades that are interesting as they unfold in the direction of the trend. So knowing this information will give you a great edge in trading, because you'll know the dominant direction of the trend. So I just hope this trade in particular will go well in terms of how it correlates to the market as a whole. So thank you so much, and if you want to know more about trend lines, you can just look in the videos below and just go through some of those links. If you want to know more about trading, you could get the Ultimate Trader if you'd want to do that. But besides that, all of this information is actually designed to help you without needing to do much more. If you are actually a keen observer of the market like I am, then you will also be understanding what is going on as I'm explaining it, and and the worth of this information is something that is very valuable to a person who is interested in trading and in digging deep into how trading works and how to make some real money trading, because FSI is designed to create wealth. This is not a trading firm. This is a wealth accumulation firm. So this is why we have a different approach to how we trade. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.